going on, guys? Anakin back again for another video, and something new I want to do for 2018 is I want to do collection updates, or more or less, I feel like this is probably going to be more of a room tour, but as like first, second, and third quarter of like 2018 goes by, I'm going to keep recording and seeing how my collection grows, and hopefully I get a lot more stuff, and to see like hopefully my room evolve. But this right now is like the culmination of what 2017 really was for how my room and all my collection really grew. But this all in itself, I'm really happy with what I have, and believe me, I do not need any more. I'm just moving it as a document to see how much how my nerd grows throughout the year. That's basically what I'm gonna do. So without further ado, let's look at all my stuff. We're gonna start somewhere. I think you might want to start here. So these three right here, thanks for all the glare light. These three obviously are probably my favorite posters of all time. So you have New Hope, Empire, Jedi, and now all the comics that you can see running around literally everywhere were actually given to me by my grandpa, and some mixed in so you can know that the ones that look newer, like DC Rebirth perhaps, or Star Wars, those newer ones are ones that I purposely bought or just throughout the couple years. And then these, say the Wolverine ones and the Fantastic Four stuff, is more or less what my grandpa gave me in a big box of comics that he just found at a yard sale or something like that. And I was lucky enough to have enough comics to basically run around everything that I ever wanted in this room. Now, you can see I do not know all the names or even the issue numbers for all these, but these are obviously really awesome. Now, going down to this row, we have the three original Drew Struzan Back to the Future posters. So we got part 1, part 2, and part 3, and I'm probably definitely going to switch these out throughout the rest of the year. Definitely. I'm just having them to take up wall space for now, and obviously I have comics more coming over here, and if I move over here around my recliner, I have even more comics going all the way around. And then this right here was given to me as a Christmas present, I think, a couple years ago. But one of my favorite posters, especially one of my favorite spoof posters, is on A New Hope version on Guardians of the Galaxy. I absolutely love this poster, especially when I was going through. This one kept popping in my feed whenever I was looking for posters to buy, and the godfather of them all with The Dark Knight is easily one of, if not the best superhero movies of all time, period. And then here we have some more comics. It looks like we got Action Comics, Iron Man, even Suicide Squad, more Avengers, and then some more random stuff, even Daredevil and Flash. Just going more and more over there. Now, moving on to my bed. Yeah, I even got nervous stuff on my bed. I have these pillows right here, one with Kylo and the Troopers, and then the other spanning, I think this goes from just A New Hope to Empire. I don't see anything Jedi, I think, on that. And then Giant Death Trooper as a blanket over there. And let's move on to this. Oh, I love this poster. So beautiful. All right. And then we got more comics. Looks like Iron Man, more Detective, more of this. And then these two are actually two of the first poster, but these are actually metal tin posters. These are some of the first posters I ever actually got when I was little. And then I got more of that over here, and then even more with the Flash and the more Avengers stuff. Love that Wolverine. If I would not have some glare. And then even Silver Surfer, more action stuff up here. And then there's just my TV, and then more Batman over here, and then Flash. And then I really love, because I obviously sit at my desk, is where I do a whole bunch of my stuff. I love looking at the Flash, Wonder Woman, and then I love looking at Godspeed, Superman, and then that's pretty much it. There is a really cool Superman comic behind here, but you really can't see it anymore. Alright, now moving on to probably my favorite part of my room is all of my closet, my entire closet. Now, if you follow my channel for a while, you can see the evolution of this, but this is the latest version of this now. Now, obviously, Captain America shield, you gotta love a Cap shield. This was, I think, a blank shield that I then weathered, and I got maybe back when the first Avengers came out, and I weathered it. And then once Civil War came out, I did the Panther marks, and this actually is one of my favorite props in my collection because I'm so proud of my ability to actually weather this. So I think it looks awesome. All right, and then I have a Jakks Pacific R2D2, which I also weathered, and then I have a Jakks Pacific K2SO that I weathered a little bit. I haven't really finished that one, but this is another one I did. But this is actually, I don't know what brand it's called, but I do know it was like a Target exclusive, like movable BB-8. It wasn't like, at the time, it was a better alternative than the $150 BB-8, which I actually still like. I actually have and I actually love. But this is actually still really good for me because it's actually a bigger size, and it's actually one of my favorite weathering jobs I've ever done on a piece. And then another Last Jedi poster up here because why not? And then now I'm gonna go over this shelf first because obviously the Black Series are really awesome. Little Rocket Raccoon right there. This is the box for the Sphero BB-8. Now back here is all my movie collection, but I also have some Linkin Park stuff. Man of Steel right behind Superman. This is one of my favorites right here. Is, if I can get out of the way, if you can see, is I'm a huge Walking Dead fan, so I obviously have some Walking Dead dots. Actually, a custom that I did of him beating the living crap out of him. And then Rick over here. Then, if you'll focus, I have a DC Multiverse Batman as well. The more Linkin Park stuff, and then, but these guys are the holy grails of my entire collection because I just got them both for Christmas. One of them I paid for, and then the other one I was gifted. And these are seriously like the holy grails of my entire collection. I am absolutely in awe. Like, I literally stare at them every single day. It's the Hot Toys Yoda from Empire Strikes Back and the Force Awakens Luke Skywalker. And oh dude, these being, I've always wanted a Hot Toys, and these being the first two I've ever had in my collection is amazing. And this is just a makeshift lightsaber. It's not official or anything like that. And then, but look at that. Like, it really does look like Mark Hamill. And this Yoda sculpt is amazing. And then his base and everything looks awesome. And I'm just so happy in the way I have it. And I have their two bases colliding because this one guy came with like a Octu base, and this guy is a Dagobah. So it actually blends really well together. Now, I think, honestly, right under those is my entire Black Series collection that I could not be any happier with how big and how expansive it has gotten. Because I remember going back to my old videos and seeing how many figures I actually had, and it wasn't that much. Like, right when this series, or not right when this line kicked off again with Force Awakens, I had so many. But to go down, let's see, I have the Boba Fett from one of the original Black Series. I have, again, another original, which is the Darth Maul. I have 3 Kylo Rens. I have I believe that was the second carded version of Kylo Ren. That was the original Kylo Ren, and that is my first Black Series figure that I ever purchased. And then I have the new Last Jedi Kylo Ren, and then I have Snoke and his throne back there with a severely weathered and way better looking I guess robe, and there was the throne. And then I have back here, I have Phasma. That's actually not a Black Series figure. That is one of those diecast Disney Store figures. And then I have a Krennic. I have another Death Trooper right there. Then a TIE Fighter pilot. Then right here is a First Order Stormtrooper that I weathered a little bit. And then I think this is a hover tank driver. And then I have a Vader. And then going down the list, I actually just love, even though these guards go to Silk, this with Thrawn, it looks way better. So I believe that's the the Amazon exclusive Praetorian Guard. And then these are 2 copies of the, I don't know what wave it's called, but these are 2 of the regular Praetorian Guards you can get. And moving on to the Rebellion side, here we go. I got Baze and Chirrut. I got all of the Rogue One cast minus Bodhi because they never made him. And then I have K2, and then I have Cassian, and then Jin, and then Maz chilling right there. I have the droids. I have 3PO, R2, and then BB-8 right here, and then the little Leia. These 2 aren't actually Black Series either. These are Mafex figures. And yes, I know a lot of people do not like that 3PO figure, but I think it actually does pretty fine. And then I have the original Rey back there. And then if I move over here, I have my Ahsoka Tano. Love Clone Wars, so I love that figure. I have my, believe that is no, I didn't get the new one. So that is Princess Leia from the A New Hope, and then that is Han, that is Luke, and then back there is Lando, and then there's Ben Kenobi, old man Luke Skywalker, good, semi-good Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, you can guess, and then because I'm waiting for my Force Awakens Leia, I really don't have no use for an old man Han, so I swapped the heads on Poe and him to make him look close to the Last Jedi, and then I have Finn chilling right there, and then Rey, and then, oh yeah, Chewie's back there too, because, you know, he's Chewie. And then, as far as the whole backdrop and base for this place goes to, is I actually have a bunch of aluminum tape going around here, because I actually really love the reflection of them standing there, and plus I have a Star Wars, and then I have like a kind of a starlight setting, and I even have more electrical tape back here. But what really sells this for me is that there are lights. I actually put a whole bunch of Christmas lights and taped them up here, so when you turn all the lights off, everything in my room will be black, but this perfectly illuminates, so I can always look over it, and I can always see my entire Black Series collection always on display, which actually looks really cool, and I might add a clip of that at the end of this. There's what it looks like with all the lights off, and with it illuminating everything. Obviously you can tell it's all dark and stuff, but looks pretty cool, right? Because I kind of really like being able to lay down, and then being able to, like, if I'm ever bored or anything, just look at all of my Black Series collection, and knowing that I can actually see all of them, like, front and center with the lights on. And it actually really helps that this electrical tape, or not electrical tape, aluminum tape, because the lights up here reflect onto here and makes it light up even brighter, so evens out. Yeah, love this shelf for a lot of reasons, but this really, I'm really impressed with what I was able to do, because this turned out so awesome. So, looking at this, more in the Lego side, I guess, that is the, focus, that is the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon, because you can tell by the dish, that is the 2014 original Milano, not the new one. That is an alarm clock. These are the web shooters that I made a couple years ago. There is a giant Marvel poster back here. There's a Linkin Park Live in Texas CD. There's one of my first things that I ever bought at a con in Las Vegas. This is a Batman belt buckle that I have. There's a Batmobile right here. There's a Justice League starship sitting on top of my Indiana Jones hat from when I was a kid. What else? Nope, that's basically it. Down here, essentially, these are some of the very first props I made. I love them because, like, you know, they're good sense of progress. If you look at that and you look at this, good sense of progress of Starlord blasters. Moving over here, bow and arrow. I just like that because I'm a huge Green Arrow and I'm a Hawkeye fan. And now, moving over to this side, this is one of my very first posters too, and I kind of have to shy it away because it's not really like an official movie poster, but it is still one of the greatest comics, like, or best comic covers, because it does introduce Wolverine, and you do have Wolverine fighting the Hulk. Now, another one of my favorite posters, and just beautiful posters, is the You Can't Save the World Alone, Alex Ross inspired Justice League poster. I absolutely love this poster. This looks amazing. It's so beautiful. Now over here I have the boxes for all my stuff, or at least a good portion of it. Here is the Hot Toys box for the Luke Skywalker. Here's the Hot Toys box for Yoda, and then these are all of my Black Series and / Mafex boxes. Now, not all of these figures have boxes, but these are all the boxes that I have for them. Like, some of them I bought without a case, but I really love about my Rey and my Luke Skywalker is that these were the first ever Comic-Con exclusive any type figure, or just anything in general, that I was able to get my hands on. So I love that. Like, I know I opened it, but I still love this box. It's so cool. And then over here I have a Guardians of the Galaxy blanket, just covering up space, because you can't really see it, but there's Star-Lord, there's Rocket down there, there's Groot hiding down there, and then Drax is right over here. And then, oh, I love this. I love my Logan poster. I like the one with the blades and the claw and Laura holding his hand better, but I actually thought this one would be better because it reminds me of more or less what Wolverine comics, like, kind of like the look they have with, like, all the orange, and I actually really dug this. And then my Civil War poster, because that is one of my favorite posters too. Ever since I saw that poster, I kept telling myself that I want to have that. Now, This guy, yes, I'm talking about my Spider-Man. No, I'm talking about this giant Millennium Falcon. Now, if you can just get a sense of scale, this is the Sphero BB-8, and this thing is heavy. Now, what I got this from, I was given to it as a gift, and they apparently got it for free. And I have no idea how that works, because this thing makes sounds. This thing makes sounds and everything. Yeah, like, and I think if you... Yeah, and I have no idea how that happened, and to give a, just... Okay, I guess it keeps going. But...
You can do it.
Okay, so this did not come like this. This did not come with all this detail. It actually came just like this color, but all the weathering was done by me. So it really upvelates the piece like to other levels, because this looks so amazingly cool. And then there's a Sphero BB-8 that I was gifted by a friend. And then here is, I think this is a portable charger. Just, I love having Vader next to where like my nightstand is. And then like 2 paperweights and then another Vader. And then some more comics, but this, my Skywalker family lightsaber, which actually looks really cool, lit up at night. And then right above it is my Season 7 Walking Dead poster, because I love this, because this is the last time everyone was there, and I would love if it would focus. There we go. I love that poster. The more Iron Man and Superman comics over there, and then as you can tell, there are comics all the way up and going across my top wall. Then, I believe that is all of it, actually. There you have it. That is all of the nerd and pop culture stuff I have all over my room. Action figures, posters, comics, whatever, you name it. Like, I got a lot of it, and I cannot wait. I'm pretty sure I might want to do, I think, maybe in 3 months, I might want to do another collection update, and I promise it's not going to be this long as this one was, especially since this was like more and less initial, and I may do other different collections, like, because I live at different houses, so I obviously have different rooms and like a whole bunch of other stuff I could show off too. For right now, I'm just going to keep it slim to my stuff that I have personally right here. So, see you guys in the next one.